What's up? We got Legend of Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 13, Land of Lost. So this episode starts off with them having something about Evil Rip, because the Evil Rip got trapped. Evil Rip got defeated by the Legend of Lost episode, and now they're contemplating on what to do with him. So Evil Rip basically is like, "Hello, Gideon," and he basically is like, he's basically like, tricycle. Wait, what is it? Shogun broad tricycle, and she's like, "Don't make me do that." So he basically it makes it her activate the secret phrase that basically just shuts off all the Wave Rider, and then he activates another secret phrase that basically puts on a countdown switch that will blow up the entire Wave Rider, which sends the Wave Rider to the Cretaceous period of the dinosaurs. So of the dinosaurs roar. Of the dinosaurs. So basically, and this is the same period. This is the year that they're trapped in. Is the same year that our annoying boy Ray got trapped in. Ooh, roar. So now they have to do some Evil Rip, because every time they try to tell him about Nate's grandfather, who has a lot piece of spear, he basically tells them to go to crap. So crap you. So basically they decide to go, and so Mix is something about basically going into Rip's mind and going. That's what they did to him. They basically went into his mind and made him Chronos, but he never saw them do it. He just knows they did it. So they're like, "Hey, go into Rip's mind," and so they're basically saying it was created by the Time Master. Going in someone's mind is basically barbaric and dangerous. So but she's like, "I'm going in." Rip's I'm the one that brought him on the ship, and then he's like, "I'm going to," and she's like, so they basically go in. It basically go into Rip's mind, and it's basically evil. Rip's mind is basically the evil Wave Rider, where Sara meets evil clone White Canary, evil clone Sara, and they fight, and she's like, and she has a distorted voice like, you don't belong here," and they fight each other. But and he also has memories of Vale Savage's troops. Remember them, and they get into a fight. But then she runs into evil Adam and evil Adam and evil Mick, and evil Adam's like, "This is our Wave Rider." So she's like, "Yeah, no." So that's happening. Jax bumps into Human Gideon. Yes, Human Gideon, who basically is the whole character. She basically, like, when Earbud twisted Mr. Hunter's consciousness, he basically turned his friends into his enemies. But he's like, "Gideon, why weren't you corrupted?" And he's like, "Well, Mr. Thun never thought the idea of an AI needed corrupting, so that's a very good idea." So Sara basically gets defeated by the evil Adam, and she's like, she meets Rip. She meets Good Rip, but Good Rip's like, "Good Rip, I'm here to get you out of here," but Good Rip's like, "Get me out of here. You're the reason why I'm in here." So she's like, "You may think I'm one of your enemies, but no, I'm not the evil clone Sara. I'm good Sara. You're Sara." So obviously he's like, "Get out!" And then he uses his powers to basically push her against the wall. So she's like, "Wait a minute, how did you push her against the wall?" And he's like, "I had no idea I could do that." And she's like, "If you could push me against the wall, you can get out of here." So meanwhile, back with team of Nate, Ray, and Amaya, they basically sleep out the night in the Cretaceous period, and basically they're in the place of Gertrude the dinosaur. Basically, she's mad at Ray because Ray ate her eggs, and now, which is kind of gross. He basically ate her children, and which is kind of killing them. So Ray kind of killed someone, but joking. But obviously they're like Ray, and she's like, hey, he was hungry, and they kind of sent like 70 omelets. So I'm sorry if that tastes delicious. So yeah. So. So yeah. So meanwhile, they meet with Gertrude, but Maya is able to like link her mind up with Gertrude and hear what Gertrude's thinking, and it's kind of confusing how this all happens, and weird how this all happens, and odd how this all happens. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So back with our legend, back with the good legends. Basically, they meet with human Gideon. She's like, "You're Gideon." He's like, "Hello, Captain Lance." And she's like, I thought you were supposed to be." She was like, "Human," and she's like, "I was gonna say hot, but but yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking." So they basically get out of here, and she's like, to get Good Rip back, you have to go to Good Rip's memory. And so basically that's on the brig. So they fight, or the main console where our team hangs out, and they basically find evil Firestorm, evil Firestorm, evil Adam, and evil Mick. And then even though Mick's kind of evil, but this Mick should be a good guy. But I'm guessing he's evil. I'm kind of confused about that. But anyway. So she's like, Rip, and he's like, I can't fight against guys. And she's like, Rip, this is your mind, remember? You fight for yourself. So he basically uses his powers, uses his force push powers to disintegrate all the guys, and basically, they're like, she's like, hey, she's like, Sarah's bit. Yeah, so Sarah says to go and fight. So Jack gets out of there, and they're like, hey, Sarah's not out. And she's like, she don't unplug her. So then Sarah gets out, so then it's just human Gideon and Rip, and then human Gideon and Rip make out, and then they're able to return Rip back to his. And they're like, Rip, and he's like, where is he? And she's like, home. So Rip returns, puts it back on his cool trench coat that he wore, and she's like, wow, I never thought I'd see you wear that. And he's like, yeah, well, it's good to be home. And he's like, hey, Gideon. And she's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, I'm sorry about what you did, or sorry about our kiss. And he's like, how did you? And she's like, I liked it very much. Okay, that kind of confuses me. So was human I thought that was in Rip's mind, but I'm guessing human Gideon was real Gideon. Just so she and Rip kissed, so she remembers her and Rip kissing. I'm kind of confused about that. That's confusing. That is totally confusing. Yeah. So Ray's like, hey. So he's like, hey, Mr. Palmer. He's like, you kind of ruined Star Wars there. And he's like, yeah, sorry about that. And then he meets all the team, and he's like, hey, and he's like, yeah. So he's like, hey, where can we find your grandfather? And he's like, yeah, in NASA. So then we see NASA, and we see Eobard Thawne. And he's basically talking to this guy. So that's where the episode ends. So we finally got Rip back to his good Rip self, and human Gideon is a character, and she and Rip kissed, and AI Gideon is real Gideon, and she knows about that kiss. And I'm kind of confused about that. So Good Rip is back, everyone. It's kind of confusing, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time for more Legends of Tomorrow. Bam, 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 wham, wham, wham. See you next time.